Hi, it's Adam Franklin here, and I'm here with Bernie Borges, the CEO of the Find and Convert digital agency. He runs the Find and Convert podcast and author of Marketing 2.0. Welcome, Bernie.
Thanks, Adam. Great to be here.
Thank you. Now, you're on the inbound marketing train, and I really follow what you've been doing. One of the questions I've got for you is regarding social businesses. I love the concept of, but what actually is a social business, and how can you tell them apart from people who just pretend to be social?
Sure. Let me see if I have your question correct, because our connection is a little bit choppy. So you're asking me, how do I define a social business? Is that the gist of the question? Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I have a long answer and I have a short answer, so I'll give you the abbreviated one, and then I'm sure we'll have some conversation around it. The short answer is really, it's an organization, it could be for-profit or not-for-profit, that's very mature in how they use social. And so by mature, I mean that the executives in the organization understand that it's really important for subject matter experts, not just the marketing department, but subject matter experts, domain experts, participate in the marketing process. In fact, I have an expression, I've written about this, that marketing is not a department in a social business. The marketing department provides vision, tools, and processes, and then the executives and the culture in that business really are such that the domain experts out in the rank and file among the employees are encouraged and invited and motivated to contribute content. And then marketing just should make it as easy as possible and as painless as possible, so that functionally the whole business is social.
Now, I love the idea of an entire company being social. I mean, the marketing department normally makes up a very small percentage of the whole organization, and to actually magnify the marketing power across the whole organization is a hugely powerful concept. Now, what does it take to transition from, I guess, the traditional business sense of the marketing department, using an agency to create, I guess, what we would call interruption marketing, and making that transition to inbound marketing where the entire company is in content creation and inbound marketing?
Yeah, Adam, that transition really begins with a culture, a buy-in, if you will, from the executives in the business. So the executives need to really not only buy in, and by buy in, I don't mean that they should just say, yeah, Adam, if you're the marketing director, go ahead and use social media. That's not buying. The executives really need to buy into the culture of subject matter experts being a part of the marketing process. So marketing really shifts from a part of the company that's just always creating campaigns. And I'm not saying campaigns are bad in social business, but they shift from just doing that and just that little world of marketing to really being thought leaders and sort of a catalyst for the entire organization, to provide that organization with things like an editorial calendar and processes and tools that allows the subject matter experts to really participate, and also provides inspiration and motivation for those subject matter experts to really get engaged in the process. And so that inspiration and that motivation that I speak of, Adam, is one where employees really should want to participate. They should get recognition for their participation, not only in the marketplace, because that's going to happen naturally, but internally, culturally, they should get recognized for that. So it's really this whole mindset shift, and I really began talking about that in my book, Marketing 2.0, although I will admit in my book, I don't use the phrase social business. Social business is relatively new, like in the last maybe year or so, give or take. It's that, that kind of new from the standpoint of a term that's being embraced now.
Okay, so once you've got executive buy-in, then I know a lot of subject matter experts within organizations, they don't necessarily consider themselves natural writers, natural content creators. How do you actually provide that recognition, or how do you encourage them and get them to create the content that is required to have the whole organization as your marketing team?
Well, Adam, if you remember a moment ago, I said that the marketing department, one of the things that they should do, one of their responsibilities in a social business, is to make it as easy as possible for the employee to participate. So here's what it might look like. Let's say I'm in the marketing department for a company, and you're a subject matter expert, okay? And you're not even in the same office as I am. You're in a different office, but you have expertise in a certain area. And for me in marketing, I don't have the expertise that you have. Maybe you're an engineer, or in healthcare, you're a healthcare professional, and so you have the expertise. So for me to make it real easy for you, Adam, I'm going to schedule a call like this, and I'm going to ask you a few questions, and I'll tell you ahead of time. We'll exchange some emails ahead of time. We're going to agree on the topic, and I'm going to interview you for about 30 minutes, similar to this, and I'm going to record that interview. From that interview recording, I'm going to create at least one video. More than likely, I'm going to slice it up. I'm going to segment it up into 2 or 3 or even 4 videos. And then I'm going to have someone transcribe it into a written format, and I'm going to create at least one blog post, maybe 2 or 3 blog posts, okay? Maybe we'll create one white paper around it. We'll extract the audio out of that and create an audio podcast out of that. And then all of that content will go back to you for review and approval to make sure that we captured it accurately and really captured the spirit of what you contributed. So all I really needed from you was 30 minutes of your time, and then we, the marketing department, are doing the heavy lifting.
I absolutely love that idea, Bernie. That's a fantastic revelation. I'm sure our readers and viewers are really going to enjoy that. I love it how the marketing department is there to extract the information, to deliver it, and to make it, wordsmith it, to polish it up, to edit the videos, and then get the tick of approval from the subject matter expert. That's really fantastic. Now, I appreciate that. Now, how can people find out more about you, Bernie?
Well, thank you for asking, Adam. I want to point out, if you notice, I'm wearing orange.
I noticed.
And the significance of that is that I'm speaking this year at Content Marketing World in September 2013, and I'm speaking on this topic. And Content Marketing World is put on by the Content Marketing Institute, and I know that you recently had Joe Pulizzi on your podcast, and Joe has inspired me to wear orange. So I want to make sure he sees this, so that he sees all this orange that I'm wearing. So to get back to your question, the easiest way to find me is to go to my website, findandconvert.com. Our blog is there, findandconvert.com/blog, or certainly anyone can just Google my name, Bernie Borges, and it's Borges, and I'm easily found.
Well, have a fantastic time at Content Marketing World, and I really appreciate your time today, Bernie. Thank you.
Thank you, Adam, for having me. I appreciate it.